Hi, it's Ashley. In this video, we're going to learn how to make roasted vegetables using the produce from your winter food box. So to start, we've got some sweet potatoes, onions, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, garlic, pepper, all of the good stuff that's going to go into this meal. So to start, we're going to peel this sweet potato. And the interesting thing about sweet potatoes is that some prefer to eat the potato with the skin on, and some prefer it without it. I'm going to do it right in the middle and leave some of it on and some of it off. Next, we have our Brussels sprouts. So the thing about Brussels sprouts is sometimes they come with this little piece on the end, and that was basically from them being pulled off of the stem of the plant. But you can keep it on or you can take it off. Either way, whichever you choose, it's easy to just fix by just chopping it off here. And we're going to take those pieces and put it into the compost. So we're going to take the Brussels sprouts, add them into the bowl over here, and you are good to go. Next, we've got our onion. So I know that I don't typically need a full onion for each meal. So what I'm going to do is actually chop this onion in half. And onions can be stored simply in like a glass container or a glass bowl inside of your refrigerator, covered up so that it is not able to make your entire refrigerator aromatic and smelling like an onion. So I'm going to go ahead and just simply chop off the end here. Put this into the compost. And another thing that I like to do is take off this outer shell. Sometimes it's just one layer, other times it may be two, whatever your preference is. Okay, and before chopping this, I'm actually going to cut off the other end, and this just makes chopping the onion a bit easier. All right, we are making progress. Now, the next items that we have here are our garlic and our pepper. And I'm starting with the smaller items because they're just quick to chop up and I can easily just throw it into the bowl and wait for the bigger things a little bit later. So here we have a red pepper. You can use whatever pepper of your choosing, but what we're going to do is slice through this red pepper. You can take off this piece right here and put it into your compost. And if you notice with your peppers, it will have seeds. The seeds are edible, but I prefer to not keep them in the dishes, as I like the crisp flavor of just the pepper. So now we have this half of the pepper with no seeds, and I'm simply just going to chop these up into smaller bits. And put it into the bowl. And now we have our garlic. And what you want to do is, typically dishes do not require an entire thing of garlic. You're just going to take out about maybe 2 or 3 cloves, depending on what your preference is. If you like more, that's great. If you like less, that's also great. And how you prepare the garlic is by making sure you separate them first. And you can just simply smash this. You can take it with the back of your knife and just press on it gently to crush the garlic. And what that does is just opens up the shell so that you can easily peel it. And now that we have our garlic peeled and our shells put aside for composting, we're going to take it and just mince it or either chop it to whatever size you like. And once you're done mincing or slicing your garlic, You're just going to take it and add it to your bowl with all of your other vegetables. One thing I will say about garlic is that it enhances the flavor of any roasted vegetable, so you can't go wrong. Next we have our broccoli. The interesting thing about broccoli is that sometimes it comes with this harder stem here. And so for your roasted vegetables, you can keep your stem. It's absolutely edible, but for this case, to keep everything nice and textured homogeneously, I'm actually going to slice off this stem here. And this broccoli has been cleaned, so we are prepared to slice it up. And now we have these smaller pieces of broccoli, and we're just gonna chop this up into smaller bits for roasting. And one thing you want to make sure that as you're adding these things to the bowl, you don't want it to get too high, because we're going to be doing some mixing and stirring and transporting this into a different pot or pan. The next item and last item is the cauliflower. And so interesting, cauliflower typically comes with these outside leaves on it. Again, they're completely edible. But for the sake of this dish, I'm actually going to take these off. And now you have a fairly clean, leaf-free cauliflower. And what we're going to do from here is the same as the broccoli. Cut off the stem portion right here so that it allows you to easily chop up your cauliflower to place it into the bowl. Okay, so now with the last vegetable chopped up, which is the cauliflower, we're going to place this into the bowl here with all of the other ingredients. And I promise you, we are almost done. All of this colorful vegetables. And there you have it. We've got all of our mixed and chopped vegetables here, but we're not done. Now we've got some seasonings over here. And to be more specific, we've got our extra virgin olive oil, some lemon juice, a nice herb salt-free blend, and a nice steak seasoning for that added zest that we need. So what you're going to do at this point is take your olive oil, and you can drizzle it all around. And we're going to add some of the steak seasoning. I like to just sprinkle it all around to make sure it gets even to the bottom vegetables. And now we're going to add our herb salt-free blend. And to bring all of those flavors together, we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice. And the lemon juice is a great salt replacement. If you need something to really just hit the tongue the right way, I definitely recommend a lemon or a lime juice. Okay, so now we are done adding all of our seasonings and our oils, and these are ready for pans. So I've got 2 pans here, roasting pans to be specific. And what we're going to do is actually equally portion these into the pans, and you don't want them layered too thickly because it'll take longer to cook. So I'm going to add a thin layer between both pans. All right, so now these are ready to go into the oven. And what you want to do is preheat your oven if you can to 435 and prepare to have these cooking in the oven at 435 for about 25 to 30 minutes. And also don't be afraid to check on it periodically because some may cook faster than others. And you just want to make sure that everything is cooking the right way. All right, now we're done. The vegetables have come out of the oven, and what we're gonna do is take our pan and simply dump it into this bowl. And there you have it, roasted vegetables.